My name is Janet Oakley, and I'm an historian and author in Bellingham, Washington. Have you ever hiked on the Mount Baker trails or climbed up to the summit of Mount Rainier? Or maybe been through the lush forests of the Pacific Northwest, Loon Parks, or the North Cascades? All these places had trails built by the Civilian Conservation Corps during the Great Depression. Their legacy 80 years later consists of roads, of campgrounds, of many places and bridges, and most of all, over 1 million trees planted here in Washington State. But before there was the CCC, before World War I, there was a group of people that promoted the recreation and promotion of preservation in the state, and these were the hiking clubs of the Pacific Northwest. In my talk, Women Climbing Mountain in Skirts, how the early hiking clubs shaped the future of our mountains and forest lands in Washington State, I'll be talking and focusing on the early Forest Service, which started in 1905, how the National Forest got formed in Washington State after we became a state, and in particular the hiking clubs and how they all worked together to bring about this vision of preservation and recreation. Most importantly, I'll be talking about the women that belong to these clubs. Many of these clubs, almost half the membership are women. They were very well educated and they were very enthusiastic and venturesome. I just can't imagine women going out on mountains in skirts, knickerbockers, and logging boots and joining up with their male counterparts in some very rugged areas. These women were everything from wives of professors to professors themselves, from the University of Washington, from Bellingham Normal School. They were suffragettes. One woman ran a 60-piece symphony, and she named a number of the glaciers up on Mount Baker. So I hope you will join me in my talk on women climbing mountain in skirts, and relive and appreciate the legacy of these early groups.